Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. This is a collaboration video with the company Gemma LED to unbox and have a look at their new grow lights that are designed for the home. So we shall see what they look like in a minute, but this is where I propose to use them, as you know, as part of the store-bought orchid series for the Phalaenopsis and for the Oncidium Alliance series. These were always destined to be grown in the home, and you can see by the lighting at the moment the level of light that's out in the grow room for the rest of the orchids and the rather deep shade that these internal orchids are actually getting. So the idea is to use these grow lamps for these. I know it's only a few orchids, but the lights are designed to light up a relatively small area, but to look rather nice in the home. So this is where they're designed to go, and I will have to find a new home for my fern, because that's a lot taller than the orchids, so I don't want that getting extreme light levels, so we'll find a new home for that somewhere. Don't know where yet. Right, so I've got the box out in the grow room. I'll set the camera up on the tripod and we'll get the lights out and take a look at them. Okay, let's open the box and see what we've got. So it's I do like the fact that the company advertises itself with its wrapping and probably bespoke boxing as well, rather than some random old cardboard box that you get some things delivered in. So that's been thought out quite nicely. I've obscured my address on the various labels so that that's kept private. The important parts of the address anyway. So we'll see what we've got. I will say the cardboard box itself is very strong. It's not the sort of box that Postman Pat's going to damage in transit. It's a good, strong, sturdy box. Bearing in mind, obviously, elements of this are glass. That's what we need, a good, strong box. Which we'll now get out of the way because we don't need it anymore. And that's followed by wrapping in very, very sturdy paper, bordering on cardboard, I would say. So, well packaged, and we've actually got two grow lights. Alright. For some reason I was expecting one, but we've actually got two. Okay, they're in their own individual box. What have we got in here? These are 9 watt, 750 lux, 45 degree beam, which relates to 5,500 Kelvin, which means nothing to me, but I'm sure it does to some of you. And they're expected to last for 25,000 hours. I don't know whether I'll last that long, but certainly the lights are expected for that. All perfect for all types of plants, plant health, growing, flowering, wintering, seedlings, cuttings, year-round use, extra indoor light. It's a full spectrum LED grow light. Yeah, so we've got that covered. We've done all that, haven't we? Actually, this is the light source information. So again, energy, it's 9 watts. Lux at 1 meter, 750. Lumens at 1 meter, 360. Color temperature is 5,500 K. And there's other bits on here that don't mean a lot to me. The problem we will have is that this is a screw thread bulb, which doesn't match any of the sockets in my house, which are all bayonet fit. So I won't be able to show turning it on, but we will at a later time when I've got some suitable sockets and we've got them in situ. And then we'll do another video showing them actually working, which I can't do now. Okay, so this is what we've got. I don't need to open both of them. And where's my camera? I think you'll agree that if you have to have grow lights in your home, that is actually quite attractive. LEDs are right down inside there. I don't know how close I can get without going out of focus, but we will try. I think you can see the LEDs at that point without the reflections. You have a surface piece of glass here over the top to protect the LEDs, and it's quite an attractive light. If you think that's going to be in a holder, now strictly speaking, I would suggest that if you're going to use a lamp like this, a lot of lamps come with a lampshade. So you've got your bulb in there and then a lampshade coming out round it. That might not disperse the heat well enough, to be decided, but it's a well constructed light, and with that protective coating, obviously the inside where the LEDs are and that reflective plate in there that gives it its 45-degree beam is not going to get all dusty and need cleaning. So no fan or anything involved, and I opted for the E27 screw fitting. I think the other option is an E14, which is the smaller one, but I went for the more sturdy thread. But as I said, it's not common to have screw fitted lights in the UK, although with table lamps and you know, standard lamps, floor lamps and all those sort of things, the screw threads are very, very common. I just don't have any of those sort of lights. All of my lights are bayonet fittings because they're old. But we will get some fittings sorted out so that we can try them switched on. But yeah, I'm quite impressed. It's a nice looking light, and given that that will be hanging above those orchids, well, they will be hanging above those orchids, as there's two. They're not going to be obtrusive. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what they're like when they're actually turned on. Yeah, attractive, and this is sturdy stuff. There's quite a weight to it as well. It's not a flimsy item at all. It's got sturdiness to it, so it's been well constructed. Okay, there we go, and I'll put a link in the description that I was given to the page where these are sold, and I haven't looked at the price or anything. That's up to you to follow up. The price to me is irrelevant because it's a collaboration. I'm not paying for these, but nonetheless, when you go and look, if you're interested, the price will give you your value for money option to think about. Okay, so there we go. Thanks for dropping by. See you next time.